Alexandra Jakasheva. I am a senior teacher of the Department of Applied Informatics and Programming. Today we will consider a lecture on the theme Networks and Telecommunications from the course Information and Communication Technologies. If you have any questions, please send me via mail. In this lecture we will discuss the basics of building telecommunication networks, protocol stacks, and internet connection technologies. Today we will consider the following subtopics. First one, networks and telecommunications, network topologies. Second one, stack protocols, TCP, IP and IP addressing, LANs and WANs. Third one, wired and wireless networking technologies. Computer networks provide the interaction of devices connected to the information transfer over long distances and its processing. Such interaction became possible when for the first time in 1969 between two nodes of ARPANET network the successful communication session came to the end. In recent years, computer networks were implemented into all spheres of socio-political life, extended worldwide and even went into space. Thousands of satellites provide inhabitants of the Earth with continuous communication. A computer network is a set of nodes, computers, terminals, peripheral devices, interacting with each other by means of transmission channels. By scale, computer networks are divided on LAN, local area network, CAN, campus area network, MAN, metropolitan area network, WAN, wide area network, GAN, global area network. Local area network. The local computer networks representing the combination of computers located in a limited area. For LAN, the specialist cable system is usually used. The wireless communication is sometimes used. Campus area network. Campus networks integrating local area networks of buildings located next to each other. Metropolitan area network. Computer networks of urban scale. Wide area network. Large-scale computer networks. Global area network. Wide computer networks. The most striking example is the Internet. For larger networks, specialized wire or wireless communication lines can be also used, or infrastructure of the existing public communication lines. First, the telephone is applied. The information stream transferred over a network is called a network traffic. The network traffic, in addition to the useful information, contains the service data necessary for implementation of communication sessions. The existing networks function in one of two modes, the single sideband mode and broadband one. In the single sideband network, all communication bandwidth in each moment of time is used for transmission only one signal. Broadband networks allow transmitting several signals at the same time over one communication line, similar to how several television channels arrive simultaneously over TV cable to the TV set. To provide accuracy and maximum convenience of information transfer, network operations are regulated by a set of rules and agreements called protocols and interfaces. Protocols and interfaces define the types of connectors and cables, signals, data formats, error checking method, algorithms of operation of network interfaces, and nodes and so forth. Though there is a large number of devices and architectures for creating a network, all networks consist of similar hardware and software components, including servers, workstations, hubs, network interface cards, network ports, communication equipment such as the switches, routers, gateways, transmission media, wire or wireless, software drivers, network operating systems, network services, network applications. Next thing that has to study about a network is its physical shape or design layout. Actually, network topology refers to physical shape or design layout of a network. Network topology determines how different nodes in a network are connected and how these nodes communicate to each other. Network really has two shapes or two types of topology: physical topology and logical topology. The topology of physical and logical connections in networks differs on many signs, among which transmission rate, high speed, low speed, type of used cable, coaxial, optics, twisted pair cable, physical layout of cable, ring, star, point-to-point, bus, dots, mesh, format of packets, frames, Ethernet, token ring, FDDI, IP, and transmission media, wire or wireless, RRL. The physical topology is a physical shape or layout of the wires that can be visible in a network. The physical topology defines how two devices are interconnected with or without wires. Physical topology is further divided into two sections. First one, point-to-point connections, and second one, multi-point connections. In a point-to-point connection, a communication link is established between two devices with one wire or air. A simple example of point-to-point connection is talking over telephone between two persons where anyone else is not allowed to use the phone on either side. Multiple devices or machines are involved in a multi-point connection. These devices mainly share cabling, but each device needs to have a unique number to identify each other for sending data between them. A good example of a multi-point connection is a communication between a group of computers in a network. A logical topology defines how devices communicate with each other across the physical topology. The physical and logical topologies are independent of each other. The physical topology refers to the physical layout of the wires, where the logical topology refers to how data moves through the network. There are 5 types of logical topology that are used in a network: star topology, hierarchical topology, bus topology, mesh topology, ring topology. Star topology is the most popular network topology that is used in many business and home networks today. A star topology is established with a central connection point called a hub node. The hub may be an actual hub device or a network switch or a network router. Network devices generally connected to the hub with unshielded twisted pair. Ethernet cables, also known as RG45 cables. The main benefit of a star network is that failure in any start network cable will only take down one computer's network access but not the entire LAN. However, if the hub node fails, the entire network will be down in a star network. The hierarchical topology is also known as tree topology. In a tree topology, a central root node is connected to one or more other nodes that are one level lower in the hierarchy with a point-to-point physical link.
The second level node may also have connected to one or more other nodes that are one level down in the hierarchy with another point-to-point link. The top level node, that is root node, is the only node that has no other node above it in the hierarchy. In a bus network, a common backbone is connected to all network devices. The high-capacity bus backbone functions as a shared communications medium, and it joins networks and central devices. If any network device wants to communicate with another network device within a bus network, the device sends a broadcast message onto the backbone. All other devices will see the broadcast message, but only the desired recipient will accept and process the message. The performance of a bus network will be visual negatively if more than few dozen computers are connected to this network. In addition, failure of the backbone cable will damage the whole network. In a mesh network, every network device is connected to every other network device with a point-to-point connection. This topology is mostly used in WAN and wireless networks. The road concept is introduced by mesh topology, and this topology is used by routers to determine the best path. Mesh network also provides physical link redundancy in the event of a link failure. As each device is connected to all other devices in a mesh network, this topology is the most expensive and difficult to maintain. Two types of mesh topology are possible. If every device is connected to all other devices, it is called full mesh. On the other hand, partial mesh also possible where some devices are connected to only indirectly to others. A ring topology is a network configuration in which device connections create a circular data path. Each network device is connected to two others, like points on a circle. Together, devices in a ring topology are referred to as a ring network. So, we have got acquainted with the network topologies. Now, let's look at stack protocols, TCP/IP, OC, and IP addressing. A protocol is a set of rules and specifications defining the sequence and format of message line at one level of different nodes and which the network components exchange. A set of protocols hierarchically organized and sufficient for the organization of communication of nodes in a network is called a stack of communication protocols. Communication protocols can be realized both software and hardware. The protocols of low levels are often implemented by a combination of software and hardware, while the protocols of higher levels, as a rule, are purely software. Protocols are implemented not only by computers, but also other network devices, hubs, bridges, switches, routers, and etc., because generally the communication in a network is carried out not directly, but via different communication devices. Depending on the type of communication device, the means realizing this of that set of protocols shall be built-in. Each computer in TCP/IP networks has addresses of three levels: physical MAC address, network IP address, and character DNS name. Physical or local node address is determined by a technology by means of which the network containing the node is built. For nodes being in local area networks, this is a MAC address of a LAN adapter or router port. MAC addresses are assigned by hardware manufacturers and are unique addresses as they are controlled centrally. For all existing technologies of MAC local area networks, the address has a format of 6 bytes, high 3 bytes, the identifier of the vendor, and low 3 bytes are assigned in a unique way by the vendor. Networking or IP address consists of 4 bytes. This address is used at the network layer. It is assigned by an administrator during configuring computers and routers. IP address consists of 2 parts, network numbers and net numbers of a node. A correct address is DNS name. This address is assigned by an administrator and consists of several parts, for example, of a name of the machine, name of the organization, domain name. Such an address is used at the application layer, for example, in FTP or Telnet protocols. To determine a local address by IP address, RRP protocol of address permission is used. In local area networks, IRP uses broadcast frames of the link protocols for the net search for a node with a given IP address. A wireless network allows devices to stay connected to the network by ROAM untethered to any wires. Access points amplify Wi-Fi signal so a device can be far from a router but still be connected to the network. When you connect to a Wi-Fi hotspot at a cafe, a hotel, an airport lounge, or another public place, you are connecting to the business wireless network. Previously, it was thought that wired networks were faster and more secure than wireless networks, but continual enhancement to wireless network technology, such as the Wi-Fi 6 networking standard, have eroded speed and security differences between wired and wireless networks. I hope that information was useful. Thank you for your attention.